What is up, everyone? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC Back-to-Back Battles. We are going against the team of Marowak, Muck, Ninetales, Porygon2, Tapu, and Kartana in today's match. And of course, I'm still trying to make some teams work and then get them in game. So we're still using like an edited version of Eedu's team. I don't have the Mudsdale in game, so that's why I'm using Garchomp. I don't think it really matters too much because the ground type slot is usually useless in most of the games that I played. But yeah, so there's not going to be an upload with Eedu today because the audio for that video is actually a lot worse than the previous two. And also it's too bad though. We had a really interesting showing, but me and Eedu will be recording again. We're probably going to be recording tomorrow, which is Thursday, and we're going to try to get, like, I'm pretty sure I solved the issue for the audio, because I think I can now edit his audio and separate my audio from it. So, hopefully we can solve that. Okay, back to the game. Porygon2 is very solid. Koko, Arcanine's actually very solid. Yeah, I like Arcanine. Arcanine actually beats his entire team. Araquanid and Garchomp or Koko. He's got the Marowak, so I'm not exactly sure. Kartana can do pretty well. I'll go Garchomp. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like Arcanine because of the fact that it's actually pretty good in the matchup. My opponent really doesn't have anything other than a Marowak that can really do work against the Arcanine. So, oh wait, this isn't the Snarl Arcanine. This is Roar. I keep forgetting about that. My Snarl Arcanine is in my other game card that I use. So, Porygon2 Arcanine will take the field against Muck Ninetales. That's fine. Yeah, because he doesn't have a Feeny he can switch in. I can pretty much just go for a Toxic right here into the Ninetales slot and Will-O-Wisp to Muck. We get the Intimidate off onto Muck too, which is great. I do want to Toxic the Ninetales. It makes it a lot easier. And I do want to get statuses up because it will affect him for the rest of the game. And also the fact that Ninetales can't do much. He might want to switch out. That's fine. I just want to Toxic the Ninetales and Will-O-Wisp the Muck. Weaken this damage output and also put Ninetales on a timer. Also, I'm not even sure if two Flamethrowers can honestly beat the Ninetales after the Roar Veil, which we'll probably see be set up this turn, or switch out. Those are probably the best two options because Ninetales really can't do much. We're going to see Ninetales switch out into Tapu Lele, which makes sense. And we're going to get a Toxic off, and that's great. I'm kind of worried about the knockoff now coming from the Muck. But I don't think this is the worst case scenario. We do get the Will-O-Wisp off, and it does connect with the Muck. Perfect. So now that Muck is going to be taking some residual damage. Taunt actually coming out from the Muck, so it's not knockoff. I do prefer that. And, yeah. Prevents the Toxic, that's fine. I'm pretty sure you try to target down the Arcanine this turn because Arcanine is such a big threat to your team. He really doesn't have a solid answer to the Arcanine. So, Muck is already burned and it's taking hail damage, so it's taking 1/8 of its health every time. So I think what I want to do is just go for the Ice Beam into Lele. Did I get attack boost? I'm pretty sure I got attack boost. Yeah, I got attack boost. I wonder if this is Scarf Lele. It's probably Z move actually. Looking at his team, yeah, Lele is the only Pokemon that really carries a Z move. So maybe I'll oh, I can't recover, right. I don't really value Garchomp much in the matchup. I think you want to you might protect knockoff here. Or just try to get rid of Arcanine. So I'm going to protect Arcanine and go into Garchomp. Because I don't think you try to get rid of Porygon2. You do have knockoff on your Muck. So you might want to just try to get rid of Arcanine this turn. And knock off the Porygon2's item, Eviolite, so you can get some powerful Psychics off. As we're going to see the Z move from Tapu Lele, I am guessing this is going to go into the Arcanine slot. And this means that the Tapu Lele is not carrying a, a Choice Scarf. So Garchomp is guaranteed to outspeed it. We are running Jolly Max Speed. Shadow Psyche will come out. I'm very sure this is going to go into the Arcanine slot. Yeah, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. And then we'll probably see the knockoff into the Garchomp slot. Take some damage. Not really that much. Yep, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. Rough Skin, gonna target down the Muck slot. Okay, now is where things get kind of interesting. I think this is where things kind of get interesting. The Tapu Lele is already weakened because of Hail. He cannot live a Tectonic Rage. Muck might want to switch out here and try to go into Ninetales, and Tapu Lele might protect. That's definitely a play I can definitely see. I could go back into Porygon2, but I feel like I could do that next turn regardless. I think I want to just Earthquake the Tectonic Rage the slot and go for the Flamethrower into Muck. In case the Ninetales wants to switch in, I'm going to get a powerful attack off. We're actually going to see the Tapu Lele protect, which is fine by me actually, because we're going to get the Tectonic Rage off. This should put it in the range of the Earthquake the following turn. My opponent doesn't have Intimidate to slow down my team. So we're going to get this powerful Tectonic Rage off. It is going to be into the Protect, but it should do at least, I think, 30% or 25%, and then the Hail will probably add up to 30. So we're going to get Tectonic Rage off. We'll target down this Lele. Yeah, it does like about actually a bit more than 30. It's like 35. We get Flamethrower off into Muck, which is probably going to activate its Berry. I kind of disagree with that play because you want Muck for the knockoff, because since you already wasted your Z move, you don't have much of an option against the... Alright, we're going to see a knockoff into Arcanine. That's going to give us Berry, but it's not like the worst case scenario here. Because I'm still pretty healthy. I have my Araquanid in the back, and Araquanid just sweeps through my opponent's team, to be honest. And yeah, this Muck should go down to Earthquake. I would assume it would go down to Earthquake. Muck is his only taunt user. Pretty sure we can just freely Earthquake. I could protect Garchomp too, but rather just go for the Earthquake. I break Ninetales and Sash if he wants to come out, and yeah, I'll just protect the Arcanine here. We'll probably see Lele switch out into, I would assume, Ninetales. Oh, we're not going to see switch out at all. That's perfect, because Lele is probably the Pokemon that does the most damage to my team. Muck is going to protect. Questionable protect, to be honest, because Muck is still taking residual damage every turn. And Muck's damage output isn't that necessary. But then again, I guess I could see like him really wanting to knock off the Porygon2, because Porygon2 is a threat to his team. So we knock out the Lele, which is perfect, because Lele goes down. But we're going to take residual damage, which is not so fun. Maybe I want to get Araquanid in here and try to wide guard. That's a play I could make. So Muck is taking some recoil damage. Let's see. Ninetales should be coming out and trying to get a Blizzard off. Yep. Ninetales comes out. I don't care if he goes for a Roar Veil, because I'm pretty sure Muck will faint to a Liquidation after it takes more recoil. Actually, how many turns of Hail are left? I think it's last turn. Yeah, it's last turn of Hail. I just protect here and go for the Flamethrower into the Ninetales. Break its Sash. Put in range of Liquidation for my Araquanid, even through a Roar Veil. So we're going to protect here with our Garchomp. Ooh. Ooh. Boy making plays. Okay. Boy making plays. I like that. Poison Jab into Arcanine. Okay, Hail does stop. To be honest, Garchomp really done his job. What I really need is my Porygon2 and my Araquanid out to start trying to sweep my opponent. So I'll just sack both these Pokemon. I'll go for the Earthquake. I'll go for Flamethrower. I don't really see... Oh, I can only protect. Maybe I should save my Arcanine? I could go back into Porygon2. I think that's fine too. Yeah, I'll go back into Porygon2. Porygon2 should be safe. My opponent should go for the knockoff because it is the best play for him. But we'll see. I'm going into P2 here. Gonna get a download boost, which is going to be its physical attack. Alright. Blizzard's gonna come out. Garchomp actually voids. I actually don't know how I feel about that. I would have been fine if Garchomp got hit, because I would have got my free switch to Araquanid, but now I get to KO on Muck and break the Sash, but I do Earthquake my own Porygon2, which is pretty bad. Yeah. And I even get an own crit on my Porygon2. That's actually terrible if Kartana's in the back. So Kartana will probably be the back Pokemon. Yeah. This is actually a bit tough now. It also depends on like if Ninetales wins a speed tie or something. These Pokemon speed time, that makes the Beast Boost like so weird. Okay, go into Arcanine and try to get Trick Room up, I think is my best play. Because I don't want to give him the Beast Boost with Arcanine because I basically get knocked out by the Sacred Sword the following turn. Pretty sure this is Assault Vest Kartana. I probably have to hope that he misses a Blizzard on the P2, or the fact that if Kartana moves first, then it's alright. Alright, he moves first. We get this the Sacred Sword off. Porygon2 able to eat that up. Blizzard's gonna come out. Porygon2 avoids the attack. That's what I needed. I actually would have okay, yeah. And Arcanine actually lives, which is great. But, yeah. So basically, the Blizzard miss, I needed it on the P2, but Garchomp kind of hurt me, to be honest. But if I didn't crit my own Porygon2, I feel like I would have been in the same position anyway. I could have just switched out into my Arcanine, get the Intimidate off, and I'm pretty sure I left the Blizzard plus Sacred Sword combination. So since this is probably a Assault Vest Kartana, because it's probably Sash Ninetales, I'm just going to Flamethrower Recover. I think it's a pretty safe play. As the match is going to be forfeited, and we are going to take this game. So, yeah, I definitely think that was Assault Vest Kartana. You usually see Assault Vest Kartana on Ninetales team, because you want the Sash on Ninetales. It's pretty frail, and you want that Aurora Veil up, if possible. I definitely feel like I played that alright. The Blizzard misses were kind of, like, awkward, but I feel like I could have still won the game with our Araquanid. It would have been probably down to whether he carries, like, Freeze Dry or something. But yeah, I feel like we played this fine. Alright, let's continue battling. And man, I get like no points on the ladder. Like that was like, what was that, 15.99? I got what, 0 points? Hello? I don't really see a difference in my rating. But yeah, if you people wonder, I do test off camera and stuff like that. So there's going to be some differences. I also record Patreon videos as well, like extra content for Patreon, so there's obviously going to be some like discrepancies throughout the rating. Of course, that's usually why I blurred out my rating in the past, because I would always play like a lot of Battle Spot in practice, and then like people kept questioning, hey, why do you have like, why did you lose like 100 points, or why did you gain like 200 or something like that? And that's probably the reason why. So we're going to face a QR code team. This is going to be the Tapu, Koko, the Kartana, Porygon2, Gigalith, Arcanine, and Gastrodon. So, Kartana does really well against my opponent's team. It's going to be tricky to bring a Araquanid here because of that Gastrodon, but we have our Kartana, which is always safe. Porygon2 is very safe. Do I want to bring Koko? I don't think I want to bring Koko. Koko doesn't really do much other than outspeed. I think Arcanine, Porygon2 is a very safe lead. Araquanid, Kartana in the back. I have to save Kartana for the Gastrodon. I don't know how my opponent's going to want to play this. He could lead. He's got a very solid team where he has a fast mode, which is pretty threatening, but he also has a slow mode. So I don't know if he's going to go like a fast mode with like Porygon2 and Gigalith as a backup counter, or if he's going to go slow it down, maybe bring Porygon2, Arcanine, Gigalith, and Gastrodon, because I think the slow mode's probably better against my team. Arcanine's pretty decent for the Kartana, and once you get rid of Kartana, Gastrodon, and Gigalith have a fun time, so I'm pretty sure that's how the mode would be for my opponent, but I'm definitely saving Kartana in the back. I'm not going to risk it, because it's my only answer to Gastrodon. Or unless I want to bring it in and try to force this Gastrodon to switch in, because I do have Araquanid, so I could always try to get a Liquidation off and force the Gastrodon to try and Storm Drain it. Okay, so we're going to see Koko Kartana. Okay, that's fine. We get the Intimidate off onto Kartana, which is pretty good. We're definitely getting the special attack boost, that's for sure. We get the Intimidate off. I'm guessing Kartana has to protect here, so we're probably going to see the 4 Pokemon. We might see Koko protect in the switch out, but I think he might want to Volt Switch or just attack with Koko and try to get rid of my Arcanine as fast as I can. So I'll just Ice Beam Flamethrower. Kartana's really not going to be doing much. Yeah, as we see the protect. Gastrodon? Yeah. Okay, perfect. And let's see what the Koko does. It's going to be Discharge actually, so that's okay. Hopefully no Paras. I wouldn't mind Para onto P2, but Arcanine I would prefer. to stay like non-parried. As we get the Flamethrower and Ice Beam off, this should KO because we are +1. Yeah, the Ice Beam should KO. Yeah, and what's interesting is that's probably Specs damage. It did so much. Gastrodon's not really a problem. We can Toxic that. And I'm guessing the Kartana might want to come in? Question mark? Gigalith, actually. So we can get a Will-O-Wisp off onto the Gigalith slot pretty safely, and a Toxic off onto the Gastrodon. Our own Kartana is looking very fantastic in the matchup. So definitely Toxic and Will-O-Wisp here, because I don't think I lose anything. I guess we could see a Protect from Gigalith and a switch out to Gastrodon. I think that would be a very solid play if my opponent wants to go for it. Definitely a solid play if my opponent wants to go for it. But we do land the Will-O-Wisp, which is fortunate. I'm guessing he double targets the Arcanine here, or you go for Toxic into P2. We get the Toxic and the Will-O-Wisp off, which is fortunate because we really need that Toxic and the Will-O-Wisp damage. And also the fact this Gigalith now can't do as much. Scald's going to come out into the Arcanine, trying to get rid of it. We are able to survive, thankfully, and we're able to get the healing up with our Mago Berry. Pretty sure I put Mago. Yeah. We're going to see the Z move come out from the Gigalith, so I wonder if this is going to target down the Porygon2 or the Arcanine. It will be the Continental Crush coming out from the Gigalith. So let's see. It should be Continental Crush, unless it's like a status move. Yep, it's going to be Continental Crush. It is burned, however, so I'm guessing this is into Arcanine. Oh, it's actually into P2. That's fine, because I can recover up that damage pretty easily. Yeah, nice. Okay, so... do I want to bring out Araquanid? I mean, not Araquanid. Do I want to bring out Kartana? Because Kartana does pretty well here. What I could do is switch on my Porygon2, actually. Into Kartana, and I think Protect Arcanine? Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to withdraw my Porygon2 and go out into Kartana. And what I'm going to try to do... Oh, Gigalith actually switches out. Into his own Kartana, that's fine. I'm pretty sure you Scald the Arcanine slot then. So we get the Protect off. And Scald. That's actually perfect for me because right here, his Kartana's really pinned down right here. Also, the Gastrodon slot's pretty pinned down because if you want to switch into Gigalith, you're going to take a Leaf Blade in that slot. And you really don't want to take a Leaf Blade in that slot. I think you're forced to Sacred Sword into either Kartana or Arcanine. I think I just want a Leaf Blade. I don't think Sacred Sword knocks my Arcanine out at the range it's at. I'll go for the Will-O-Wisp into the Kartana slot. Gastrodon reveals Protect. Interesting. Okay. I don't think Sacred Sword knocks me out, though. But I could be wrong, to be honest. Sacred Sword into Arcanine. Actually picks up the knockout. That's not good. Beast Boost is going to activate, get its attack rise. Leaf Blade into the Protect. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Protect on Gastrodon. That makes this game a bit harder. So I'll go out to Araquanid here. I still think I win the game if I get rid of the Kartana, so maybe I can double it this turn, because I think Gastrodon is forced to switch out here. Kartana could Protect, but I don't think he would, because he risks losing his Gastrodon here. So I'll Sacred Sword and Leech Life the Kartana slot, because I think Gastrodon doesn't... I think he doesn't Protect Kartana. Oh, he goes for a double Protect for Gastrodon and fails. That should seal up the game for me, actually. Sacred Sword is going to pop me down to my Focus Sash. Focus Sash Kartana. Clean. And we're going to get the Sacred Sword and the Leech Life combination. This should knock out his Kartana. Yeah, that should definitely knock it out at this range. And if it doesn't, I'm very sad. Excellent. Excellent. And we get rid of Kartana, and my Kartana should basically win the game, to be honest. Even Porygon2 can win the game because he does not have Toxic, it looks like. Oh, wow, he takes a lot from the Toxic damage. Gonna recover back with its, looks like Citrus? Yeah, Citrus Berry. Electricity disappears from the battlefield, doesn't really matter. We're gonna see Gigalith come out. I could just double Protect. My opponent can't really benefit other than going for like a Recover. And I want his Pokemon to take the extra poison and burn damage, so double Protect is safe. And also the fact that Gastrodon takes a lot. We might also see Gastrodon Protect to try to save the Gigalith from the Liquidation, because I could Leaf Blade the Gastrodon slot and Liquidation the Gigalith. which is always possible, but I don't think that's like the correct play in this. Well, I still think I went with P2 anyway. I'm pretty sure P2 just recover stalls and beats the team, but I'm just going to play it safe no matter what. And double protect here because I don't lose anything by not going for this double protect, to be honest. Gigalith actually goes for the protect, so I can leaf blade that slot the following turn. Probably trying to make a hard read. We're going to see the Ice Beam into the Kartana slot, so either he doesn't have recover or he doesn't have toxic. Both are pretty good for me. And if Gastrodon attacks here, he has to get a he basically goes down to toxic, so I'm going to double up on the Gigalith slot because I know if Gastrodon doesn't recover here, basically he takes too much, he gets knocked out by the toxic damage, and the fact that I can just knock out the Gigalith here if he doesn't get double protect, yeah. And basically, even if he recovered there and tried to get a double protect, I mean, Kartana's still on the field, and you can't really do anything against the Kartana, and Kartana's still threatening both your Pokemon. So either way, I played that, just conserving the Kartana. We're going to see the Ice Beam, and he should faint that to the toxic damage, and if he doesn't, Porygon2 and Araquanid won the game anyway. But yeah, he fainted toxic damage, as I thought. So that's going to be 2 wins. Nice. We're at like what, 21 minutes, 22 almost. Let's play one more. I'm really liking Edu's team. It's got some cool stuff. Kind of wish I had Snarl on the Arcanine, but I transferred my Snarl Arcanine to my other game. Not a very smart call. And of course, I could trade it back, but that takes time. And time is something I don't really have it right now, to be honest. I am just trying to make, and I haven't been able to do long streams as I want. I have been doing short streams, and I think that's a big accomplishment compared to like not doing streams at all, because I kind of just like didn't really at all stream. I would just like stream like maybe a few consistently for like 1 week, and then I would stop completely. So Leo from Italy will be our next opponent, bringing the team of Celesteela, Arcanine, Vikavolt, Tapu Lele, Garchomp, and Gigalith. So very interesting team. This is going to be pretty hard to play against because Tapu Lele is very scary, as well as Gigalith. So Pokemon I can see being brought here are the Tapu Lele, the Gigalith, Garchomp, I guess. Yeah, I would say Garchomp, and maybe Celesteela. Yeah, I think those 4 would... no, I think he would bring... Well, depends on the Celesteela. Actually, all his Pokemon are viable. I really don't see him bringing Arcanine, unless he's really afraid of Kartana. Kartana P2 actually sounds like a very safe lead to me. I don't know, it sounds like a very safe lead to me. I think I like it. Yeah, I'll dig it. The question is, who do I want to back? Garchomp does pretty well if I get rid of the Tapu Lele. I do like Araquanid though, because Araquanid can set up Trick Room, like under Trick Room, Liquidation, and getting rid of the Gigalith. It just does so much work. And it's my last mon. I think Arcanine, but Garchomp's so good. Actually, we'll go Arcanine because we could have Celesteela issues. Because I'm not exactly confident in the Celesteela. So we'll see how this goes. This music's weird. I don't know why people really like it. Okay, so we're going against Pokemon Trainer Leo with the yellow shirt, which is pretty nice. Arcanine, Tapu Lele. Okay, so we see Arcanine and Tapu Lele against my Porygon2 and Kartana. Very fine. Let's see which ability will activate first. It's going to be a Psychic Surge, to be expected. And Intimidate's going to come out from the Arcanine now. Okay. Attack rises. Fine. Tapu Lele might protect here, and Arcanine might want to go for a Will-O-Wisp. I don't see him attacking the Kartana slot with a Psychic here, to be completely honest. We could see Taunt. I think I'll go into Araquanid and Trick Room. Yeah, I like that. I really don't expect you to target Kartana here, to be honest, and Smart Strike does threaten the Lele. Helping Hand, though, could be something that's very scary. Taunt, actually. So I could have Smart Strike, which is a bit frustrating, but that's alright. Flare Blitz coming out, and that will target down the Araquanid. Okay. Doesn't do too much damage. This is kind of tough. But Taunt Lele probably means he doesn't have... Garchomp would be so good here. Okay, I think I messed up. The Taunt kind of screwed me over. I did not expect the Taunt to come out. Maybe that means he doesn't have Gigalith in the back? I don't need my own Arcanine too much. Okay, how do I want to handle this? I kind of want to protect, but I don't want Porygon2 to take much damage. Alright, I'll protect. Go for the Ice Beam, I think. Yeah, we can delay and put it into Smart Strike range, 100%. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not exactly confident in this play. We see the Z move from Lele, so I'm guessing that's targeting down the Araquanid slot. We see the Shadow Psyche. This is getting pretty bad though. My Araquanid's taking a lot of unnecessary damage. I should have just Smart Strike the first turn. Yeah, Smart Strike Ice Beam might have been a better call, but I was kind of worried about Lele switching out. Although he wouldn't probably let me set up Trick Room, so maybe I should have thought about this more. Okay, Shadow Psyche. It's Snarl actually. Okay. So that covered the Kartana if I wanted to switch in. As special attack gets lowered, we do go for the Ice Beam. Alright. We need Araquanid more than Arcanine in my opinion, and I think I'll just go for another Ice Beam into Lele. Because I don't want to switch into Kartana at all. Like, switching to Kartana seems really bad. Oh, Arcanine's switching out. Vigavolt's coming in. That's fine. Because I actually get Arcanine in here, but Psychic is going to do a lot of damage. It is going to do a lot. But we already seen the Z move. Okay, so we see that Vigavolt's coming out. I wonder if it's Mint Speed or Neutral Speed. Psychic going to come out, target down the Arcanine. How much damage does this do? Solid chunk. That's a bit more than I would have liked. Ice Beam gets a crit there, which is a bit fortunate for me as Taunt does wear off. I could have switched into Kartana right there, which is a bit, you know, a bit annoying. Actually, Taunt wore off, right? Yeah, Taunt wore off, so he probably wants to Taunt and, I don't know, Thunderbolt? I'll switch out into Kartana, hoping he goes for the Taunt and Thunderbolt play into Arcanine. Because I could definitely see that. So we'll go out into Kartana. Protect Arcanine. I don't think I played this as well as I would have liked. He could just Bug Buzz that slot too. Oh, Vigavolt protects. I'm guessing this is a Taunt coming out. That's great. Yeah, perfect. That's what I wanted. Okay. So now we're threatening this Lele, but he's probably just going to switch back into Arcanine and go for a Thunderbolt. Or Bug Buzz. I'm going to Flamethrower the Vigavolt slot, and I think I have to go back into Porygon2. Because I really think Lele will double into Arcanine, because I don't think you want to lose Lele when you can taunt the Porygon2. So I'll switch out Kartana here, go into Porygon2. Please don't Psychic. Download, gets the attack rise. Yes, okay, correct. Arcanine's going to come out, and now I get the opportunity to go for Trick Room, which is what I wanted to do in so long ago. Flare Blitz Snarl is actually really interesting, too. I just noticed the set. We're going to get the Flamethrower off, and this will target down the Vigavolt. I don't know if Thunderbolt will be able to knock me out. Bug Buzz, actually, and targets down Kartana slot. Okay, that's fine. Because now I can go for a Trick Room pretty safely, and Flamethrower into the Vigavolt slot. No reason to really target down his Arcanine slot. I could recover here though. Or maybe he protects Vigavolt? Okay, I think he might protect Vigavolt and Snarl. Try to make me activate his berry, so I'm actually going to recover first turn and not waste Trick Room turns. Also, Vigavolt might be highly likely to protect here. I really need to start getting damage on the Arcanine. I want to fire off a Toxic, but I don't want to risk anything yet. Because I'm pretty sure Vikavolt protects. Or switches out, actually. Into Lele? Yeah. Okay, that was one of two options. I didn't think he would actually make that play. But yeah, this is pretty bad now. So we protect Arcanine. And he goes for Snarl, okay. Yeah, he did go for Snarl. So we're going to recover up, so Porygon2 is going to be healthy at least. But not exactly the best turn. Maybe I should sack Arcanine here and get the Trick Room up. Okay. Actually, I think I know what play I can do. I can roll my own Porygon2 out in Trick Room. This is because if he goes for Psychic into Arcanine, I get Trick Room up, and if he taunts, I get my Porygon2 out. Of course, it's a 50-50, but I think I need to make this play because Flamethrower doesn't help into the Lele slot, and I kind of need my Kartana to come in if I don't get this Trick Room up. So that's my thought process. I already feel like I'm playing down from behind. I don't think I made the best plays. I think maybe my best play would have been to switch out Arcanine to Araquanid in Trick Room. However, I didn't think he would actually do that. We're going to see the switch out into Vikavolt, actually. So what are you going to do? Psychic. Okay, that's fine. Into Arcanine. That's going to pick up the knockout. Respectable. Gets a crit. A bit unfortunate, but I don't think that really hurts me too much. Get the Trick Room up. That's kind of what I wanted this entire game. But the problem is Araquanid is really weakened. How many turns of Psychic Terrain are up? Left. Because the Psychic Terrain only has one turn, I can just go for, No, he has too many turns. Shoot, I can okay, Vikavolt most likely carries a berry. I'm just gonna Ice Beam the Lele slot and protect. Vikavolt might protect here, Lele might protect here, I don't know. I also scout off for a protect, which is decent. This is gonna be annoying, but I'm gonna try to put Lele in the range of 2 Ice Beams to pick up the knockout. So let's see, Araquanid protects. Vikavolt just goes for the Thunderbolt. Okay, he's just probably doubling up on the slot for Araquanid. So Ice Beam gonna come out, not do any damage. Oh wait, we're snarled. Oh, that's probably why. That's not good. That's not good. I forgot I was snarled, so the damage output was really lacking. Leech Life won't allow me to survive the attack from Lele. I'm gonna Liquidation the Vikavolt slot, and I think I have to Ice Beam Freeze the Lele. Yeah. Or crit the Lele. Again. Alright, we are slower than the Vikavolt. We get the Liquidation off. I mean, I don't think this is impossible, because if I get rid of Lele, I could potentially win with P2 and Toxic. The entire team. So Ice Beam gonna come out. We might see a Taunt, too. No, he's just gonna Psychic. Okay. That's fine. Into Araquanid. Gonna pick up the knockout. Kartana comes out. He definitely goes into Arcanine here. Gets the Intimidate off. And now it's a bit of some reads. Arcanine does come out. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised he brought Vikavolt and tried to beat a Trick Room counter because Araquanid is slower than Vikavolt. So Arcanine's gonna come out. If it's Garchomp in the back, I think I win. Yeah. I'm gonna Ice Beam Sacred Sword. Ice Beam Sacred Sword. Or I can Protect. Because we're full with Porygon2. Hold on. How many turns of Trick Room are left? This is 2 turns of Trick Room. I'm gonna go for my Sacred Sword into Arcanine and Ice Beam. I think he goes for Snarl here. But I need to knock out Lele if possible. Yeah, Lele protects. I should have Toxic the Arcanine. That was not the optimal play. So what do you do? If he Flare Blitz, that's not bad. Snarl, yep. Into my Pokemon. Now I don't know if I even knock him out. Okay. Sacred Sword into the Arcanine. Doesn't do much with the Intimidate. Weirdness disappears from the battlefield, which is good. I don't think Ice Beam at -2 knocks him out. I think I need a Snarl Avoid or something. I'm gonna protect the Kartana. He should taunt here. He should taunt. the Porygon2 slot. Oh, Lele switches out. Ooh. Into Garchomp. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So he's giving me a chance because I'm no longer taunted. I would have taunted right there because you do live the Ice Beam. Get the Toxic off onto the Arcanine slot. And just going to see the Flare Blitz into the Kartana. Alright, so Arcanine's on a timer. I think I need to put the Garchomp in Ice Beam KO range. So, going to go for the Trick Room right here. Yeah. Leaf Blade, Trick Room, the Garchomp slot. Hope that Ice Beam's able to KO the Garchomp. After a Leaf Blade. Or maybe I could get a Leaf Blade crit too. That would help. But yeah, I definitely think this is still winnable. It's still winnable. So let's see what my opponent will do. I think Protect Garchomp's very safe. Go for the Flare Blitz. I think that's very safe into the Kartana slot. He Scarf Chomp and goes for Rock Slide. Oh, that actually... Wait, if he's locked into Rock Slide, that doesn't hurt me at all. But I need not to flinch with Porygon 2. Okay, yeah. Garchomp doesn't do much. Flare Blitz gonna come out. He's gonna do Recoil. Porygon 2, please don't flinch. Because I would love to Trick Room up. He takes a lot of recoil. The Toxic's going to add up. Nice. We get to Trick Room up. Nice. We're still in this. We're still in this. Okay, so Porygon 2 is going to have to be that Pokemon. He needed Scarf Chomp because he did outspeed my Kartana. I can go for Toxic into Garchomp and then recover the following turn because his Pokemon really aren't doing much damage. He might switch out Arcanine. I could see that. But I think you want to Snarl and try to get Lele in here. So yeah, I'll just Toxic the Garchomp here. Because I'm not sure if Ice Beam knocks out the Garchomp. And I'd rather keep Garchomp in. Because Rock Slide's not doing anything until after Trick Room expires. Which then it's going to be a pain. Yeah, he's just going to Snarl. Perfect. And then I can recover off the damage the following turn. And keep going for Ice Beams. And I think I can win. I'm pretty sure 2 Ice Beams will knock out the Lele. Even at minus whatever I am. Rock Slide does a lot of damage. But yeah, that poison damage is starting to add up. Oh, he's a berry on physical Arcanine? Was not expecting that. It's gonna eat its Guava Berry. So maybe I should Ice Beam the Garchomp now? I want his Pokemon to take more recoil damage though. So I'm just gonna recover here since it's safe play. We could see Arcanine withdraw, for sure. I could definitely see that and respect that. I think that's actually probably my opponent's best play. Okay, but no, he's not going to risk the Tapu Lele on an Ice Beam. So I'm going to recover up. We might see Flare Blitz? Yeah. Flare Blitz into Porygon 2. This should do, what, 50? Yeah, about 50. And he's taking recoil damage, which is always good. Rock Slide, going to come out. The Rock Slide's really worrying me, to be honest. Another Toxic with the recoil should knock out the Arcanine. How many turns of Trick Room left are there, though? There are 2 turns of Trick Room. So maybe if I get rid of the Garchomp now, we're -3, but I'm pretty sure we knock out the Garchomp. But we're going to be too weakened. That's the problem. Okay, I'm going to recover here. Yeah, I'm forced to recover because I need the health. Arcanine's going to withdraw. That's fine. Into Tapu Lele. Which I kind of thought he was going to do last turn, but this is fine. I can now recover. If he misses a Rock Slide, that's really helpful. I guess I could have KO'd the Garchomp here. But Garchomp's not doing much anyway. And we're going to see another Rock Slide. The damage. Okay, I think Lele protects here. Yeah, he should protect here. So I could Ice Beam the Garchomp or I could recover here. Maybe my best play is to hope that he misses a Rock Slide? Yeah, I'm gonna Ice Beam the Garchomp. Oh, he's saving Garchomp. Okay, maybe to go for Earthquakes? Arcanine's gonna come back out. Get the Intimidate off. This Lele protects, yeah. Okay, this is still interesting of a game. Ice Beam gonna come out and we'll target down the Arcanine. I mean, I am playing this because I can still win this. It is possible. Pretty sure my opponent outplayed me at every point though. If I just got Trick 'em Up and the Araquanid next to each other, I'm pretty sure this game was won by me. Okay, I'm pretty sure you taunt. Yeah, I think you taunt because I don't think you Psychic here. So I gotta hope Ice Beam knocks out Lele. Yeah, you taunt here. I could have recovered, but yeah, I was expecting to taunt. Flare Blitz. Okay, if Ice Beam knocks out the Lele, I could win this. If Ice Beam knocks out the Lele. Oh, that crit hurts. Can Ice Beam knock out Lele? That's the question. Porygon2 go. I needed a freeze too. Yeah. Okay, that's a good game. Actually, -2 would have probably been able to knock out Lele, but not the. Yeah. So I could actually. Wasn't there a turn where it was V-Volt Lele versus Porygon2 Araquanid? Ice Beam might have knocked out the Lele. Maybe I should have went for it instead of recover. And now you protect Lele, go for Earthquake. Or no, you just Dragon Claw Psychic? Yeah, I think they're both viable. Pretty sure we lost. Let's see what my opponent decides to do. Dragon Claw? No, Poison Jab. No Dragon Claw. But Psychic should finish me off anyway. He gets the poison even. Psychic, yeah, that'll finish me off. And that'll be a good game to my opponent. I feel like I didn't play that as well as I would have liked to. Yeah, I really wish I had Snarl though on Arcanine, because Snarl would have actually been pretty helpful against my opponent's team, because neutering that Lele could have been nice. Also the fact that I didn't really play well by letting Araquanid get damaged and put in range of the Psychic Terrain Psychic. That was not a good play. As well as what else? There's that one turn. Okay, that turn that Lele switched out, I feel like I could have capitalized off. Because if I expected Lele to switch out, I could have just, I think, got Araquanid in Trick Room. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could have done that. But, yeah, it didn't work out. Hope everyone enjoyed today's episode, though. If you did, please leave a like down below. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. As well as check out my other social medias, as well as my side series on the YouTube channel, as well as any episode of VGC Back-to-Back Battles if you haven't missed any. Also, the fact that there's a placement of the team down below, so you can definitely go check that out if you want to use the team. If you're wondering about QR codes, I'm not making a QR code of this team because it's not really a VGC Back-to-Back Battles team. It's Edu's team, and Edu's team has a Mudsdale. I don't have a Mudsdale on me, so I have to wait till I record with Edu tomorrow in order to upload it. But otherwise, yeah. See you around in another video.